Welcome back. It's Live at 5 with Joke to Jones. I always love doing that, y'all. So, how's everybody doing today? Man, I hope you all are staying warm because we are not staying warm here. Well, technically we're staying warm, but it's cold. It's frigid. Like, at the moment, 26 outside. It was a frigid 3 degrees when we got up this morning. So yeah, that was nasty. Hope y'all can see me okay. For some reason, I got a glare on my face here, and I don't understand why. I guess I gotta hold the right angle. So you get over there. So anyway, it was frigid. We're gonna try and catch the comments. Welcome, Paul Honeyman, Ariel, Danny Sauls. I think that's always Solace. Okay. Rose, Mike By, Ralph Davis, Brian Wilkerson. Howdy, y'all. Cold, getting over another battle with pneumonia and going through a lot of crap to sort out with my kid's brother's account. Oh man. Now that's I can feel that pain there, Paul. Definitely on that one. I definitely know how that all goes. For some reason the chat is backed up on the phone over here, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to be bobbing back and forth to be able to see it and talk to y'all. There's West House, Firefly, and Kimberly. So, trying to remember her name, but it's on my phone. I couldn't remember her name, but I promised her in the comments that I was going to tell a little joke about West by God, Virginia. So, when I joined the military, way back, I'm not even going to say how long ago, in the 80s, put it that way, we were on the bus going to Fort Jackson, South Carolina. And we had this guy on there, and he was from what he quoted as West by God, Virginia. And now this fella had never seen running water, not like where you turn on the faucet. That had never seen a TV until we got to MEPS. Had no idea what a TV was. When he first seen it, he was extremely fascinated with it. That just threw him for a loop that was possible. Had only been in a vehicle maybe 3 or 4 times in his life. What was that? There's Gypsy. What's happening, Randall? So we're on the bus, and we're, like I said, we're heading towards basic training. And he kept standing up on the front of the bus and saying, "Y'all, I'm from West by God, Virginia. Don't y'all forget it." Well, he had done this probably 20 or 30 times. Finally, the bus driver told him one more time, "Open up that mouth one more time, and I'm walking you. You are marching into basic training." Well, I guess he didn't believe the bus driver could do that. Well, sure enough, he did it about half a mile before we got to the post. As soon as we crossed into the gate, he stopped the bus right there, waited for the MPs to walk up there and find out why the bus was stopped. They escorted him off the bus, and they marched him to 2 miles in there. So that boy, right in the dead heat, got his first little march all the way to our reception station. He learned real quick West by God, Virginia was cool, but not that cool on the bus. So anyway, he learned real fast that, you follow the orders and they don't care, And so I just thought it was pretty comical. Everybody saying hi there. There's Ace. What's happening? Miss Dot Roper. Tubular Guy 9. There's Shiloh. I know Shiloh's up there freezing. No school today or tomorrow for Miss Emmy here in Michigan due to the wet low temps. Wow. They shut down school for low temperatures in Michigan? I don't think I've ever heard of that. I know they shut it down for 2 foot of snow, but I've never heard it for being so cold. But I mean, who knows? With the new way of people nowadays, that's possible. Let's see who else we got. Debbie Short. There's Greg and Gina. What's happening? Got to get up and hit the road at 2 a.m. Oh, ouch. 2 a.m. Where are you going at 2 a.m.? Right? Oh, Sparky. That's what they used to call me back in the 80s. They was Sparky. We still had stone tablets. At least we had charcoal, not no etcher stuff. Anyway, I know, right? That's yeah, 6 feet of snow, man. I remember days when the bus would come down our road and pushing snow, like with the bumper, and all you could see was the trails from the hump and the snow like that from the axles, you know, from the rear axle. No, it was funny. You know, it would be 2 3 foot, and they wouldn't shut our roads down. Bus driver just plow right on through it, like he didn't care. So that was too funny. There's Jonesy. Good day, Mike. Uh, USA, take 2, right? So what's the temp down there, Jonesy, right now? I know you're probably sweltering, right? We get the extreme cold, you get the extreme heat. Oh, Gypsy's Randall says he likes Mary Miley's new channel. That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Watching the folks from January 6th get released from doing time, and y'all, right? You know, I find that I'm not going to get into politics, you know, because that's one of the things I realize that you don't do on YouTube unless that's what your channel is about. But I have to say, you know, I'm just going to say it like this. There was some folks out there that shouldn't have done some of the things they did, but on the same note, we can't just keep letting government run us over and, you know, stealing away our rights and what have you like that. You know, veterans all over this world fought for those rights and to make this country great and free, and they keep trying to take it away. So I'm going to end it with that and let's move on to something else. Yeah, when the temps are frostbite temps, they'll close. Doesn't happen very often. So what are the temps up there right now? Because it was 3 degrees here this morning and they had school here. So about the only time they've closed down school up here is just because of the snow and the ice. There's Jenny Phillips. Nancy Brown, good afternoon. Good to see y'all. I'm in Texas, Surfside Beach. We got a little snow. That's what I heard. I heard even New Orleans got a little snow. Florida's getting a little bit of snow. Well, Florida's getting quite a bit of snow out there in the Panhandle. I just seen a video of a semi truck, a prime truck, sliding down the highway. I thought, man, that guy's from Florida, you know.
Sorry, y'all. I had to tend to the fire real quick.
Linda he says she loves your new channel too.
Thank you so much. We appreciate all the support that you guys are bringing over to mine and Miley's new channel.
There's Ron Gray from Southern Ontario, and who else? Brian says it's snowing in North Carolina right now. Well, I gotta tell you, last night, before I went to bed, I was talking to the big Italian there, and he was telling me we got some snow coming our way. I was like, well, really? I didn't see any. And no more said that, got that out of my mouth, and I started seeing a few flakes come down in the cameras up here. I was like, oh, I'll be darned. Oh, Jenny Phillips, love the new channel.
Thank you.
Heartland with Dink and Tank. That's right. It's a great day to be alive. Amen to that. Marco says they love your video. 24 and cold. Glad school closed, right? Deborah Murphy says, well, it's 24 here too, Deborah. Man, I cannot read the chats up there. It's really hard to read them up there on the phone. What's
Hey, Dink and Tank.
Might have to put them on the big screen and blow it up so I can see
7
them.
degrees here. In Ohio.
There's see Charlene Grady, she's up there on the north coast. There's Jay Grandos, I seen it pop in here. Charlotte says right now it's 3 degrees with it feels like -10. Oh, ouch.
Oh, it's been snowing in South Mississippi all day.
Watertown, New York. Greg and Gina says it was on 81 by Watertown, New York. We drove through 15 inches of snow. Oh, man. We know what that's all about because we just dealt with 13 inches, so we get that. Brenda Lee, hello, hello. It's in the 20s there, Lynn says. Man, it's only 2 above with a wind chill of -16. Going to get a lot colder here tonight, Roger says. Good Lord. Wait, Paul, you're not supposed to be hanging on the room. When they say hang around on the by the TV, not hang around on the TV. Gary, can you dig out some blocks of ice and get rid of them on the way down, right? Man, it's getting about that to that point. We're supposed to get some high 40s and 50s the rest of the week. So we're hoping this is the last day of it because I'm telling you, I am so over it. We did just get a big surprise a little while ago, and I wish I could tell you about it right now, but I can't. We got it. It's a great big surprise sitting out front, but you'll see that tomorrow. Now, as far as a video goes today, yes, I am going to release a video. Some of you already know about what it's about, but I've got the backstory in here. So that I'm gonna go ahead and release it after our live tonight, being that the Grady's are not going live. So at least that's what they said anyway. They said they weren't going to do any more lives. So we're going to go ahead and do that. There's Rose. What did Rose say? I just seen it there. There's a Tasha Lynn. 32 in Surfside Beach, Texas. Wow. Snow and sand, right?
Brian said he needs your big glasses.
I know. I need a really, really frick dresses. Man, this is really hard to see this up here. There's Gypsy says, I hope y'all cleared out a spot for me. Or do I need to tick off the forester guys again, right? Well, there's a spot cleared for you, but whether you can get to it right now or not, that might be a whole different story because everything is mud except the driveway. Like you can't ride anywhere around the yard right now without sinking in a foot of mud. Or in this case, here, 3 foot of mud. But we can figure something out. Greg and Gina beating my second battle with pneumonia and trying to sort it out my kids. Okay, yeah. Brenda Sutherfield, I finally caught your live. Yay! She said she loves Mary Miley's new channel.
Thank you.
So Tasha, you're probably frozen up there. I know I was chatting with shoot, all of a sudden had a brain fog. You got a no cerveza. You no can read. Monique Poole, just 13 here in Louisville. Man, there's Neil. What's happening, Neil?
Temperatures were going down fast here. Lauren Clark, hello.
The art of everything with the princess. I like it. It's 2 degrees in Springfield, Illinois. There's Miss Lori Card. Let's see what else we got there. Gypsy Trails. Well, y'all let Dink and Tank in. I'm leaving. This place ain't got no standards, right? Oh, Paul says, sorry about your loss. I pray to God. Well, yes, definitely. That'll happen. Get through it.
Time flies. 13 months.
Thanks, Jonesy. That's awesome. 13 months.
Not this far.
So, well, as most of you know, we are freezing. But we did get some upgrades for our heating system. We found out that those big heaters that we put in up here, man, like 10 days, they quadrupled our electric bill. So we can't be using those too much anymore. We're probably going to run them just for emergencies, you know, when you can't really take it no more, or when like the other morning the propane ran out on us. We did fire it up for like 30 minutes to help kind of keep the edge off until the wood stove got going. And now we have the diesel heater that is running, and that seems to be keeping the edge off on the back side of the camper, which is helping quite a bit. So It's not super horrible when you wake up in the morning. At least this morning it was 3 outside, and what was it, like 40 something in here? Yeah,
It was 50.
50 in here. So I mean, that's 40 some degrees difference right there. So that's not too bad. You know, that makes it for just the diesel heater and what little coals were left over in the firebox over here. You know, that's not bad at all. Jonesy. Oh, thanks, Jonesy. We appreciate that, brother. For sure, for sure. We, like I said, we did get us a little boost out there, and we'll be showing you that tomorrow, sometime. Probably gonna show you some other little things that we're working on around here. And you know, and being it's wintertime, it's like really not a lot we can get done, especially the way it is. It's else having issues tonight. So hopefully everybody stayed with us. Yeah, looks like everybody stayed with us. Um, so could everybody hear us during that little outage there, or what? I don't know what was going on with it, but now all of a sudden the chat's flying so fast, can't keep up with it. Yeah, it froze up. I don't know why. Probably, probably because it's freezing outside. It's so dirt cold. Even the internet said, "Heck with y'all, we're out of here." That's too funny. uh, Good deal. We got her back. So there's Rose. It's good now. All right, cool. David Clint from Delaware. What's happening? Jenny Phillips. Okay, saying hi to everybody.
Oh yeah, this froze like
I had to tap the
everything.
TV and clear. And y'all clear now. Okay. See? See what you did, Paul? You broke it. It was Paul's fault. Blame it on Paul.
Thank you,
Climbed on the
Randall.
internet instead of the TV this time.
Randall sent a $2 super chat. Thank you, Randall. I had to tap the TV. Y'all clear now.
Yeah, we might have to make us another wood stove for the backside of the barn and help us out. But next year, I don't know. I think my goal is next year. Actually, this summer, my goal is to get a central heat and AC unit. Um, we found one like, a couple years ago. We found one for the porch down there in Florida, and that seemed to work really, really well. It was a used one, only cost us a couple $100, and and another $200 or $300 for the ductwork to make it happen. And that thing was doing great for us. So we might just try and look around and see if we can't find another used unit real cheap, because a brand new unit's like $2,500. So you're looking at probably $3,000 total for a brand new unit. But a good used unit with heat strips in it will probably work just fine. We got good power. We can set it right there by the corner, run some duct work up through the top of the barn, pretty easy peasy, and keep us cold or keep us warm and keep us cool this summer. So I think that's probably going to be the better option. And then of course get some insulation in here. That's going to be key. We found out that stuff is not cheap, so I was pricing out the rolls of insulation to put on in between the studs here. Just the regular fiberglass stuff. Good Lord, that stuff has gone nutty crazy. No wonder everybody's going to the foam. It seems to be cheaper. Um, I think the insulation guys finally figured out. we're gonna stick up with the price of the foam just so we can keep everybody buying it, you know, because the foam is obviously the way to go. I mean, we're talking about $3,300 to put regular insulation in this barn. That's nutty. So, I mean, in my world, $3,300 for that? No, I am not doing that. Not when I can do 2,500 or 3,000, even worst case scenario for the foam. Get it 2 inches thick and do everything. Do the walls, the ceiling, everything. I'll seal this thing up so tight, you know, you wouldn't be able to light a match in here without blowing it out from the other side. You know what I mean? We'll have us a big old bubble in here. What? Where's Miley? Yeah, sitting over there on her phone. That's usually part of the course. So there's Judy. What's happening, Judy? Yeah, I know, Shiloh. It's crazy what insulation is costing. So you figure the barn is 40 by 40. It's got a what did I say? It was like a 15.5 foot peak up here. And there's no insulation whatsoever in any of it. We just got raw metal, on the walls. We have been putting this foam in here, this foam board in between on some of the metal, but it's not really doing much good. So we're going to get some more of that foam board as soon as possible, and we're just going to keep filling it in. At least that fills in the some of the gaps. At least that fills in some of the gaps, and then we can and then we can take the spray foam and just seal up the cracks in it, and what have you like that, and that'll help out a bunch. So I figured, maybe $1,500 with this foam, maybe 2,000 tops, because I think they're like $1,000 for each kit that does 1,000 square foot. Yeah, she was trying to say hi, but she was in the phone over there.
Tasha, I'm so proud of you, Layla. Thank you. If you heard her, she said thank you.
There's Tony. What's happening, Tony? I was just talking about you, brother. Sending me a text last night, fair warning me of the snow. And FYI, I'll be building a new camper with Gary and Sean on the Gemstead starting in March. Stay tuned. That's awesome. Hopefully by March it'll be dried out, or starting to dry out anyway. No, maybe not, because we bought this in April and it was still pretty wet, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
March or April, something like that. And it was still pretty wet out here. It was drying, but it wasn't totally dry yet.
Yeah.
Dry enough that we can get around out here without sinking to our tushies.
Yeah.
That was too funny. I love that y'all commented on that word. I thought that was too cool that y'all did that. That's funny too, because there's a lot of words like that. Okay.
I think it was a little wet.
Yeah,
not too much when he came.
Yeah, when we first started clearing it wasn't really bad.
Time.
Not like now. Like when we dug the barn out, we did get some water coming up out of the ground then. So, and that's the crazy thing about this barn, y'all. Remember how deep the water was here a week or so ago, right? Inside the barn, underneath the camper. We had like 1.5 inches of water in underneath there. We went to bed one night, woke up the next morning, dry. The carpet's almost dried out now. So that's crazy. And all that carpet is sitting on rock, so it will breathe underneath there. But it's still crazy.
I see that, David Blunt. Yeah, it's so cold in Florida, they had to close the Waffle House.
Oh hell. You closing a Waffle House in Florida? That's yeah.
Yeah.
Florida's closing up, y'all. They are closing up in Florida because it got so cold. Not right there's funny. I don't care who you are.
Thank you. We will soon.
And Natasha, it's really not a thing there. been there 30 years, and I've seen it snow one time in the Gainesville area, and I've seen it snow probably 2 or 3 times in the Lake City area, which is right up by the state line, the Georgia state line. So one time out of 30 years, that's not too bad. And I've never seen it snow any part of the South than Ocala. And even then, with 4 or 5 vehicles in my yard, I was able to get enough snow out of all the hoods together to make one snowball. So that gives you an idea what it does. And y'all remember one, I think it was not last year, but the year before when we first started YouTube, we had showed you pictures of ice on the pool where we got just a little tiny thin layer of ice on the pool, but it was gone by 9 o'clock in the morning. What?
We're talking about Waffle House now. Why close the Waffle House? That should warm the place up about that. Hey, Rachel! And Ace said, I was told Waffle House don't have so
You went out? Missed that one.
that was from Ace.
Oh.
That one was funny too.
Yeah, they don't have locks for the doors?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's because they don't ever close, so.
Joel said, here, I worked 28 years at Waffle House. Yes, really.
I'm sorry, hon. 28 years at Waffle House. So now that we know that, Judy, we are gonna throw the Waffle House jokes out there left and right. We'll try to keep the clean ones on the channel, the dirty ones you get in person.
Have you thought about digging under the trailer?
Well, if you dig a hole, then more water comes up. So we do have a sump pump in here now. It sits on top of the carpet. It's got an extra long cord, and it's got a little float switch on it now. So if it gets above that right there, it doesn't take very much to pump it out.
Oh, Randall, you control yourself tonight. I know we don't have no standards. We invite everyone.
There's kindness, what's happening? And Lynn, we can't tell you this. We can't spill those beans on here. You got to watch the video after the live. And I'm gonna release it as soon as the live is over, y'all. We found out that It's All Grady is not doing their live after ours anymore. So we're going to go ahead and release the video out right after that. And that way we can get it out there and y'all can see what really happened. Can't tell you any more secrets than that on that.
Yes, Brenda, we will do that soon.
What's that?
We have a live. Me and Shorty will have a live on our channel.
Cool. Appreciate that, Brian. Yeah, I meant to text him earlier too.
Susan Jacobson.
Now that I'm doing the editing myself and filming myself, I'm finding out what she goes through, what Mary goes through, or used to go through, like especially when I screw it up and and don't record something and then try to go back over and record it, or screw it up when I am recording, right in the middle of recording it, and then all of a sudden you got to go back and try to figure out how to fix it. So I'm learning to be more conscious of camera placement, how I say things and whatever, and how I'm facing the camera. So y'all would just bear with me a little bit longer, y'all. I'm getting better at it for sure. Today was a prime example. It's 3 degrees, okay, and I'm trying to push the button on the camera with gloves on. Thought I'd hit it, and evidently that didn't happen. So there went 30 minutes of stuff that should have been on there, but that's all right. The spray foam is those 2 cans, and they look like propane tanks, and it comes with a whole kit. It's like $1,000 for the whole kit, but that does 1,000 square feet. So we thought, you know what, if we could just get a real thin layer on the ceiling with that, that's less than 1,000 square feet, and then just hit like the cracks and everything around where your walls here and your truss comes down like that. Hit them cracks right along there. and also where the metal comes together. We've already gone through a case and a half of the little cans of foam, just trying to seal up the little cracks and some of the little holes. And I mean, it's helping, but and it's not, like I said, it's not horrible in here. It's 59 in the barn right now. We've got a propane heater going right behind the camera here, and we've got the wood stove kicking over here. So, yeah, I'm still in my overalls and my 2 jackets, but like I said, it's not horrible. So, it's not we're not still not totally acclimated, y'all, yet. So, I mean, like the guy that come over today, he was out here in nothing but a long sleeve shirt. He's like, I'm warm. He got all his windows down in his truck and everything. What? Like, good Lord, man. I think one of them's still in here because I thought I seen him. Yep, he's. Oh, Banny's still in here. Oh, they're in here. They're over there. They're all in here. Sorry, we thought the dogs got out. There's evidently a field mouse that has gotten into the barn. We don't know how he got in here, but he is running around in the barn because he can't get up in the camper right now. So the dogs are going nutty trying to find him. They've already spotted him once, and he's like, I know he's trying to hide out, trying to stay away from him because they will get him. They just as good as cats. Especially Smokey and Audie. Those two are. If you say get the rat, they're on it. Their ears pop up, and all of a sudden they go nutty and go to looking around. I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. Let's see. Okay, there's David Muffin. Well, thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that. There's Rich Live. What's happening, Tim? I meant to call you today. I ended up getting sidetracked with that video today. Living the dreams has made it. All right. Let's see. Okay. Everybody saying hi now. Let's see. Oh, Shiloh says they even closed the IHOP here. Damn. Brooke Burks, Paul Hyman, Gary, it's all Grady. Oh, they are going live. Well, they've been saying they're going live, so, but you know, they said they were quitting the lives, so I don't know. Either way, I got to get the video out, y'all. Our channel is taking a severe hit, especially since I took over all by myself now, so I've got to get the video out. So if y'all, y'all can watch it whenever you want to. That's cool. But I still got to release it right after the live. You know, it's we are down a lot right now. So as far as our income goes from YouTube, so I'm got to get the Big Bertha fixed. And the guy I talked to a little while ago said he said, do you hire it out? And I said, well, yeah, got to do that sometimes, So definitely going to be trying to find some side work here to keep us going for next month, because otherwise next month for us is going to be totally bad. There's Karen Spear. Thank you very much, Karen. Rich Life. January is the roughest month for YouTube creators. Yeah. Well, last year we thought it was just, because we were new, but now this month, yeah, this is kicking our butt this month. Tie Mary to the back of Big Bertha with the camera and keep it going. I'm going to send her your way right after that, Paul. So that way, if she hurts somebody, it's going to be you first. Pam Freeman, back to good. Like you already know, he needs to use closed cell foam. Okay. I don't know what it is. I think it is closed cell. I'm not sure, but it's the cans. It's on Amazon there, and it's like I don't know, they look like 20-pound cans, like you would get propane, 20-pound propane cans, and that comes with pretty much the whole kit for $1,000. And it's like $1 a square foot, and that's not a bad deal, especially when it comes up to this summer, because now that we've got this all sealed up this summer, we're going to be hating it because now we don't have the airflow that we used to have. So we definitely got to do that here ASAP. There's David Moffett for your wood fund. Oh, thanks, David. Man, we appreciate that, brother. That is, yeah, very gracious. Make sure to tie her to an Alaskan moose coat and pants to get it right. I don't even know that would do it with this as cold as it was this morning. I mean, y'all, even went over there and fired up the backhoe this morning, and normally within about 5 or 10 minutes, it's warm enough to everything to move and and do its thing. But it wasn't even doing that this morning. Like it was hating me. I know when I went over to start it, and it was kind of like if she could talk, she was probably going, "What are you doing, you crazy fool?" Jennifer Ocean, what's happening? Hit that like button. Thank you very much. Make sure you still subscribe. Yeah, they're probably unsubscribing us. We've been losing subscribers left and right, and I don't like. We've been really trying to get over that 50 mark, and we get up to 49, then drop back down to 43, then go up to 48 and 43, and now it's finally broke 50. I think a little while ago. Let's see where it's at real quick right now. Oh, in the Carolinas. Oh, I was up to 53. Now I'm back down to 51. So I don't get it. It is what it is. We'll just keep on going. Brookburg's, if you are buying wood, get it from who Poss and Run Homestead. Get it from. Snowing like crazy. Ooh. Yeah, we haven't heard from her much lately. And eat some good food. I know, right? Might just do that. Eat some good food this tonight because it's sure cold. Love a good hot bowl of chili or some potato soup or something like that. That would be awesome right now. There's Lord Carpenter's big wave. What's happening, Mr. Kevin?
Country codes.
Yeah. Are y'all getting snow down there? You and Big Wave getting snow yet? Tell us, Kevin. We want to know.
It's supposed to be here, snow here tonight.
Yeah, I seen it was coming across there, man. From Western North Carolina, hunkering down and trying to stay warm, Kevin. I agree, brother. It is, yeah. It's crazy when it snows in Florida, North Carolina, I can see that because I've been through enough snow in North Carolina. I do get that. Oh, Tasha says I baked a tater tot casserole.
Yummy.
Trade my cold for your snow, right? I know that's right, David. Oh man, I know it's got to be. I know it's got to be super cold up there in New York. I feel sorry for you and Tasha up there, David. But I mean, y'all have been living there, for a long, long time, so you get acclimated to stuff like that. We haven't been here long enough to get acclimated to that cold.
What?
Used to live in Maggie Valley. What? Ace, what? Did you miss something? It's supposed to snow tomorrow where DD5 used to live at. Well, that's pretty close, Brooke. That's pretty close to where Big Wave is. Not very far. Big Wave is just a little ways north of where we all used to live. So I don't know if it's going to snow in Gainesville or not. I haven't heard yet. Was listening to the live and realized the red bar was in the middle. I'm behind listening, like 10 minutes. South Georgia, Ann Pardon said it's snowing in South Georgia too. All right, so
what's the great news?
The great news. Did y'all see the picture? Yes, it has been rescued. So I have to tell you, it has been rescued. Yep. So the backhoe Big Bertha is back on the Gemstead. No damage. So you will see all of that coming up in the video here later. That was the great news. Finally got it out of there. I mean, she's only been sitting in a mud hole for 4 or 5 days now, so at least she's finally loose. So yeah, I couldn't say it earlier because I couldn't spill those beans right away, but you got to see how we managed to get it out. Um, Uber didn't just pull her out by herself this time. I mean, it was no just, hook up to it, snatch it loose. No, it was so in the mud and so
Is that
cold.
true?
Huh?
Rich life. That's all I gotta say. Is that true, Rich life? All I gotta say. You'll see it in the comments. I'm just wondering if that is that true, Rich life. Tim. I don't know.
What's that?
I just seen it. Just seen something.
Living a dream. I felt so guilty. Oh, and I meant to say this in a video recently, that we had a passing of a fellow veteran, and that broke my heart. And to hear that, she had been following us from the very beginning when we left Florida. So my hat's off. Big salute to her. You with the rest of them now, girl. Be proud of that, and we will salute you on that one for sure. There's a big meatloaf ready to come out. Oh man, Kevin, I'm coming to your house.
Yeah, Joe Jacobson, I'm asking the same thing. So please, somebody tell me on that one. I hope not.
Lupe says, I'll still watch the video for sure. Thank you, Lupe. I appreciate that. Russell complained about his missing wood pile, right? No, that was Mavericks, and no, he didn't complain at all about that. He was actually pretty happy, that it was out of there now. So what is true? We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know what's the true in that. Better Jane, my truck has been stuck for over 3 weeks. Now I need to find someone with a winch.
I don't know.
Well, Bobby, tell me where it's at, because I know you live right here close. Where's it at?
Yes.
It's showing down in Hernando, Florida in the morning. My cousin lives down there. Well, Brooke, how cold is it supposed to be down there? Hopefully snowing? Or is it's snowing down to Hernando, Florida? What? All the way down to Hernando? Lila Newton, yes. She was very special to all of us. About to cry on my plate. Like, what? Why are you trying to cry on your plate? Don't do it. Man.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Judy.
You gotta drive to Valdosta for jury duty. I found out a cool way how to get out of jury duty. When they ask you if you can be fair and impartial.
Thank you.
And tell them no. Hang them all. We don't care. And they will let you out of it. I did it one time, and the lady at the courthouse just looked at me. She goes, "It's a traffic ticket." I said, "I don't care. Hang the traffic ticket too." She said, "Get out of here." In my backyard between the churches in Havana. Oh, well, I got to go up and get fuel the next day or so. I'll get it out of there. That'll be easy anyway. So yeah, just holler at me. Shoot me an email or something after the live, and I'll get you my number. There's Daryl. What's happening? Snowing here in southeastern North Carolina. Daryl said, "Wow, man, that is crazy. Even Daryl getting snow." And Daryl lives out there pretty close to the coastline, so for the snow to get that part of North Carolina, like I said, I've seen a lot of snow around North Carolina, but to get in that part of it, that's kind of crazy because they usually get a lot of ocean breezes right in that area. I mean, even as far inland as 7,500 miles, that keep it pretty nice there. So that's crazy. Daryl got a big old 4-wheel drive. Uh-oh. The live went out again. At least on my computer, it did that way that time.
Mhm.
Man, what is going on with the internet? I-10 is closed in Mississippi, John says. Wow. There's Tim Piles. No, we're not expecting any snow. Believe it or not, all the snow is south of us. Like that is crazy. We got a couple of little flurries last night, and that was crazy. Lila, let's give Lila some Newton some respect. She supported everyone without fail.
Yes,
There's
she did.
no doubt about that. So, Lila, our hats are off to you, hon. If you up there with the rest of the beautiful veterans, just say hi. Go say hi to my mom too, or I miss her too. So if if you're hearing us, I don't know, you know how that goes with y'all, but we got a lot of respect for that because veterans are veterans. That's what we do. We don't ask anything in return. Just I remember when I first got out of the military, we didn't. You didn't get that respect. They didn't care. You were in uniform going through the airport. They didn't care. Nobody gave you any look or thanking you or anything like that. It was just kind of like, okay, whatever. In fact, they even got a lot of funny looks instead of respect. More funny looks than anything. Y'all can have your snow back. We don't want it, right? I don't blame you, John. Living a dream. Just look up my apartment in the morning. It's a 150-minute drive in Fayetteville. Suck it. Whoa. Yeah. Man. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Yeah, where is she at anyway, Daryl? We want to see, not your mama. And Daryl, yes, I'm still gonna put the letters on the camper one of these days. And I'm gonna take a picture of it for you. Right now we gotta survive this winter though and get through this cold stuff because it's killing us. There's Cindy M. 1 degree here in Indy. Love Mary's new channel. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Says, did you get your fan fixed for your wood stove? No, they actually finally just picked it up today. Because of all the holidays and the return and everything, they finally picked it up today. So as soon as they get it done, we'll return it. But we did hook up a new kind of fan back there behind it, and got the thing to be kicking a lot better with the other fan. For right now, we're just been using the air compressor, and with my little tube that I built for the fire pit box, we just run the air compressor up to that and put it on like 2 or 3 pounds, and just you can just go up there and pull the trigger, and it does a fine job. It heats it up really, really fast. Plus, we swapped out the 2 heaters. So we went from the little propane heater to the big propane heater, and that seems to be, like I said, keeping the edge up. It's 19 outside and 59 still in here. So I mean, temperature's still dropping outside and it's still maintaining that 59 degrees. So I'm not going to complain about that. Next year, again, we're going to try and figure out how to get that AC unit in here. There's Auntie Ann. What's happening, girl? Oh, you are not late. Anytime you make it, you are just right on time. We still got about 9 minutes anyway, which is beautiful. So everybody's gonna say hi. There's Anona Milton. What's happening? Let's see. Ariel, member for 6 months. Blessings. Thank you, Ariel. We appreciate that, brother. Very much. All of y'all that support us and keep us going here. Y'all just don't even know how grateful we are. And especially now that I'm doing all the editing and filming myself, and y'all are still watching the videos. That means a lot to me. Because I thought sure y'all would be like, I don't think so. Mary ain't doing it no more. I'm out of here. Even had one pretty nasty comment saying that I sucked at it pretty bad, but that's all right. I don't take it to heart. It is what it is. Like Hey, there's my cousin, Average Firewood Dad. Y'all go over there and check him out and show him some love tonight too. He's been doing some pretty funny shorts here lately, and we're slowly but surely working him into getting some videos going. Anyway, his name is Jace. As Average Firewood Dad. That's my cousin up in Michigan. It's he's cousin by marriage for my actual cousin, and it's her granddaughter's husband. And I found out that he's got a YouTube channel, and he does some pretty funny stuff with firewood and what have you like that. And they gotta. I'm trying to talk him into y'all egg him on too. He has a very unique heating system for his house, and I mean when I say unique, it has a heat exchanger inside his furnace, and he has got a wood stove that is, I don't know, it looks like it's 5 feet wide by 6 feet tall, and it's a boiler. It's a giant boiler, and it heats with wood, and he can put enough logs in this thing, and it heats water, circulates it through the furnace inside the house, and then creates a heat. And he said that thing is super efficient. And so I'm trying to talk him into, let's egg him on to get him to do a video on that and show how that system works. Because I thought I had never heard of anything like that. I have heard of boilers that you run through radiators and stuff like that, but never one that has a plenum and a heat exchanger inside the furnace itself that he can control on and off either propane or the water. So that's very cool. 8-minute warning. You don't know how to use the camera and recording unless you do it. Well, that's true, and that's I'm learning that. I won't say I'm really learning it. More of I'm being more aware of where the camera is and how I'm filming. Like this tonight's video, I was a lot more aware of it. I did make some mistakes, like I said, trying to push the button. When it was 3 degrees, my fingers were so frozen, and I thought I pushed the button. I looked down, and what I thought was a red light on the camera was actually the sun glaring off the camera. So I messed that one up a little bit, messed up some footage on that. So bear with me. I am getting better, y'all, and getting more aware of it. And David, gave me a few tips, and it's not even so much the tips as you just becoming more aware of where the camera is and the angles and getting the angles and being able for me to slow down enough to move the camera to get different angles and what have you like that. And that's the hardest part for me when I'm in a job or doing something. I want to get it done, and trying to film it, that throws me off. So what, hon? Woods bound. Whoops. I gotta watch later. Uh-oh. Okay. It's a learning curve. Well, thank you, Lupe. We appreciate that. It really is a learning curve. It's challenging. Yeah, and we've got tripods, and and I've got a little one, and what have you like that. So I mean, we got 2 different types of tripods. We got one that's extends up like 5.5, 6 feet, and then we've got a little tiny one. And I'm learning to use these tools more and more. And again, more of it's of me slowing down enough to take the time out of what I'm doing to go set that up and move the camera and what have you like that. So that's where my biggest learning curve has to be incorporated into this filming myself, and I'll get there. There's Reverend Joe Jacobson. I like curves, but not so much if they are cold and icy, right? I agree with that. There's Gary Ball. What's happening? Another one from North Carolina. Freezing tail. It's also a job for some creators to keep the channels all PG, right? Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I'm a veteran, been in construction, sometimes it's you make that mistake with keeping it PG, and then you got to edit it out and all that, or reshoot the whole thing, and yeah, it happens. It's all about the shots, Gary. I agree. I'm getting there. I'm learning. Judy says they miss you, Mary.
Yep, Judy. That's what I said too.
What's that? Yesterday video had two Garys talking. I know. I found out, Brian, afterwards that that I made that mistake.
Thank you, Brenda.
Yeah. Not your mama says, if you hit him again, he might not wake up, right? I know, right? She is the bomb about that, and she is teaching me. She gives me pointers in the background and what have you. So, I'm learning that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, slowing it down for me, slowing it down enough to get the shots is the most important. And like today, I tried. I was moving some things around, but again, it was 3 degrees this morning, so trying to hit that button that was throwing me off a little bit, and my face was so cold. It was like just crazy cold this morning. I haven't experienced any cold like that in a long, long, long time. Like, shoot, probably since way back in the late 80s when I was still driving semi trucks, that I experienced any kind of cold like that. Because I do remember one time going to Chicago, and the buildings are like this, and I had to put my truck up in the corner, open the hood up, and take a blanket and wrap it around my radiator, and then close the hood back up because it was so cold the truck wouldn't warm up, the heater wouldn't warm up. So. Yeah, like I said, it's been a long time since I've had to experience that type of cold.
Have you found the button yet, Gary?
Right? I'm learning. I gotta find that button. I'm trying to do my best to keep that PG without having to use the beeper button. It was just Gary and his other brother Gary talking right. Yeah. I know Daryl probably gets that joke many, many times. 1-800 ask Gary, and then Gary answers. Mary, you need to hold his hand a little longer for editing tricks, right? Thank you, Kimberly. Just a little bit longer, anyway. I mean, we started out, she was doing all of that stuff. She was doing the filming and the editing and stuff like that. And here now I'm having to just, all at once trying to figure it out real fast. So all the time, Geraldson, right? Let's see, who's going live tonight? Well, I'm just finding out the Grady's are going to be going live tonight.
Goat Days. And then after that, Tim, Go Ridge Live.
Well, now it's can be officially called No Work Life, right?
Yeah. And then after that, we got Something Talk TV.
Yeah. So if you're a veteran, you want to get some questions answered, anything about the military, VA questions, answers. They talk about all that old stuff, and I think it's pretty cool that they do that. I could not do a live or video due to my foul mouth, right? Not your mama says me either. So it's hard. It is definitely hard sometimes. Yeah, at least we can officially now, David over Come On, he would all the time giving Tim a hard time about the no work life, but see, now that he's officially retired, now we can say it, and make it's right, Tim? No work life.
All right, y'all, that's our time.
Oh, it is our time. So y'all go check everybody out. Coffee giveaway tonight. Okay, on my channel, my live. Oh,
woo, get some free coffee over Tim's Ridge Live. Go Ridge Live.
All right, guys, we're gonna call it a night. We love y'all. Thanks for joining us. We'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Bye.